Hello, everybody, and Woody's here too. Okay, so at least we have a pretty good idea who the four people are now. So let's go through
Morning,
this real
Wood.
quick. Let's see. Action said first, and then I replied, "Yes, you are." And then Woody comes in. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a goat.
Morning, Wood.
Oh yeah. Now it's still going back. StreamYard's saying 3. So we got. I'm guessing
I think Woody and Toys are here, so we know we got 4. Sorry, guys. I just stepped out of the shower. I was golfing until not even 2 hours ago. So
yeah. So we got a solid 4 here. So how's everybody doing tonight? Real quick here before we get started. Batgoat, you have anything you want to talk about real quick or announce?
No, just Toys. Did you email me your address? I didn't see that from early on this week, but I don't know if you did like exactly last week because I've wrapped this up in cellophane, so I'm like that'll probably collect anything that falls off that you could reglue. And I think I'm just gonna try to find the smallest box because I don't want it getting cracked. Other than that, I did not. It was a big week of disc golfing for me. I think yesterday the people that were here on the stream saw me say that I saw my buddy Alex and exchanged numbers, and he's becoming he's going from novice to intermediate amateur, and so he's playing a lot of tournaments this summer. And when I saw him, he's like I'm backing up my score. So he's had some really good scores, and now he's like, I don't know how he's backing up what he's doing, but he was like wearing a shirt, with his initials on it, and I think Prodigy Disc sponsors him. So
so cool. Even as an amateur, he's getting sponsorship to go disc golf pro, huh?
Yeah, from when I saw him a month and a half ago, we were just talking, just like Navy buddies, both docs, we're both Marine Corpsmen, and just blah blah blah. And then I see him yesterday, and I'm like, dude, you look like a different person. He's like, yeah, join the group and get out there, and if you promise me this, like he's like really into it. So I'm like, if I hang out with him more, I'm sure my game will improve. And just even yesterday, I threw better. He gave me a really nice disc, which was cool.
Yeah, so I think you did it on stream yesterday.
Oh, okay, I did. Sorry.
No problem.
So that's why I didn't do any Batgoat-y stuff this week, so I don't have a new trophy. I didn't even buy the stuff for the new trophy because since the weather was crappy earlier in the week, yesterday and today, I'm like, golfing is much more important. So sorry, but we will have that next week for you. And in a minute here too, I'm going to work on seeing if I can get some pictures to my Google Docs that I could share.
And how's everybody else in the chat doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing well. And here's Leto. Hi, hey guys, hey Leto. So we're up to 6 people now, so that's
good to see you. Oh, I suppose I should.
All right.
Like the stream.
So, yeah. Yes. If you guys can, as always, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. That does help with the algorithm. Also helps get more people in here to see the stuff. Hey, boys from Toys. Hey, Mike and Batgoat, Woody and Toys. So you're looking clean, Batgoat.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, let me see what else might be. Okay, so we got a nice little group here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and granted we're not quite at 5 minutes yet, but I think I will get started on the material here. So Woody just replied, "Enchanted, I'm sure." All right, so let's share the screen from the thing that. All right, so of course this week we're going back to December of 37. This time we're going to be focusing in on Ultem Publications, which would become Centaur in like early part of 38. We'll talk more about that. We get there in a few weeks here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at like 4 stories from 2 of the books. Including in that, of course, will be Jack Strand, the Mad One, both, with the Jack Strand written and drawn by Frank Frollo. The Mad One drawn by Frank Frollo and written by George Nagel. Then we'll be reading some Abdallah from Craig Fox and Claire S. Moe's His Highness. So that's what's on tap for tonight, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Funny Picture Stories, of course, this went on sale in December of 37. Cover date January 38, as you can see right there, with the blank with the gold stars and the black frame right there. Look here, 1938. Happy New Year, this little baby. Look, mommy, we got company. The little.
Mm-hmm. Remember, I was telling you before that's how they used to do it a lot in the past.
Mm-hmm.
The year always comes in as a baby, and then it leaves, at New Year's Eve as an old man. Yeah.
Well, we've seen that. We've seen that as during the switchovers of years: mystery, thrills, action, funny picture stories. So. All right, so and look, Batgoat, there's your pew-pews.
I'm sorry, I'm on another stream or another page. Okay. Oh yeah.
There's your pew-pews.
Yep, and a pocket telescope. That looks pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Field glasses, only a quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how the stuff was back, how cheap compared to today.
I know, and it was probably even though it was cheap, like tin, it was still metal, not all plastic junk.
And then here's a table of contents. Harry A. Chesler was the editor. Kenneth Fitch was the managing editor for.
Mike, are we still 37 or are we 38 now?
We're in December of 37. Okay. So, just a reminder for you, the on sale date is what I go by. This book went on sale in December of 37.
Okay.
It has a cover date, however, of 38. And I think I've explained this before to you that usually the cover date is usually like the month after the on sale date, a month or two after the on sale date. So even though, you see January 1938, that's the cover date, but it actually went on sale in December.
Okay, I'm still going to use 37 as our inflation calculator year.
All right. Let's see. Apparently. So Woody, let's see.
Woody.
Walking telescope. I'm just glad to see you.
I'll keep track, but I have no trophy to present this week. I'm sorry.
Want that handgun? Okay. So, anyways, let's look at this one. So you're doing the gonna do the base it on 37. Just if you are gonna base it on.
Yes, sounds good. All right. Now you all see me, but I won't be looking at the screen because I need to try to open up something real quick. But don't wait for me, Mike, because I can't hear you. So
yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure. So we got brain teasers here. Okay, here we go. Here's the first story. Jack Strand, our sci-fi hero. Apparently, that's what they classified this as.
Wow, that's quite a pretty pair of green tighties he's got there. Quite the fashion statement there.
I look like he's about to battle a snake right there. So
looks like he's about to go downtown San Francisco to the Manhole nightclub, if you ask me. But that I could be speaking out of school here.
Jack, in an attempt to spy on the giant enemies of the little people, is captured and cast into a den of snakes. This is one job I can't fail. It's Diana's life as well as mine. The deadly serpents strike. Jack lashes out furiously. Never in my life have I witnessed such courage. That man deserves a hearing. So do these giants, I guess, have some form of due process, maybe? At the giant chief's orders, a rope is dropped into the pit, and Jack is hauled to safety. So you can see them pulling them up, I guess. To what do I owe your sudden change of heart? To the fine evidence of courage and nothing else. But you are not free to leave yet. You come from the valley of the pygmies. They are pests who steal our crops. Do I look like one of them? No, you're almost as large as we, and there is something honest looking about you. Then why hold me prisoner? You will first explain your purpose here and tell us why you are dressed as one of us. I am an envoy of peace from a country far beyond either of you. Your continual warfare is affecting our land, draining our streams and rivers. Jack plans a hasty scheme in the hope of saving Diana. That's his girlfriend, basically, his girlfriend / fiance. Just to get a heads up there. I have come here to arrange arbitration between you and the pygmies. Very well. Go tell them we will do so. Jack's plan thus far is successful. Farewell. If we do not hear from you in due course of time, we will attack the Gamuts and wipe them out. You'll hear from me. Here he comes. Tell our leader. It's the stranger from the Tallman country. Giants versus pygmies. Small guys versus big guys. Very interesting.
Hey, the pygmies might have some game, though.
And they claim they bear no malice. They want to arbitrate. Spy, traitor, you shall die. The day of execution arrives. Don't give up, Diana. Don't give up, Diana. Get ready to follow. Oh, Jack, guess we're done for. Okay, maybe I should have said that in reverse, but hey, whatever. I had hoped the giants would attack Diana, but well, goodbye, dear. I'll never forgive myself. I'm not afraid, Jack. Jack, look over the crown of the hills. We're saved, Diana. They are attacking. The giant horde, impatient for word from Jack, swoops down on the Gamut pygmies. We've got to make a run for it, Diana. Come on, run for your life. Take my hand. I'm right behind you, Jack. There goes that lying traitor. Get him, men. It's no use, Diana. Oh dear, I'm exhausted. All right, you win. I couldn't help myself, sir. Yet you are cowardly to attack such little people. Cowardly, are we? What would you do? Your forces are here, so I will fight you alone. If I win, you agree to force the pygmies to arbitrate. Very well. If you lose, we will attack, and neither you nor your lady will be spared. The Tallman chief calls a halt to the attack now. The two men face one another for a fight to the finish. The giant throws his might against Jack, who twists his body, upsetting the Tallman. Upsetting the Tallman chief. The chief rises quickly, and they lock arms in desperate grips. And they got some wrestling going on there. Looks like the Tallman right there is the Tallman chief right there seems to be trying to apply like a carotid hold or something like that.
And trying to, yes, like sleeper him or something.
Yeah. But he's not using his other hand to like support it. He's using the one arm trying to get the carotid on him, and he's got hold of Jack's right arm there.
Mm-hmm.
For an hour, they fight furiously, neither man able to gain any telling advantage. Suddenly, Jack sees an opening. Almost like when Jacob wrestled God in the Bible. And smashes home a terrific blow to the Tallman's jaw. The giant goes down defeated. Well, I mean, the jaw is one of those, I don't know, pressure points type of thing where one good hit to it will usually knock somebody out, right?
Yeah. And that's the expression, someone has glass jaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a fighter has a glass jaw. You know, you hit him square in the jaw and he goes down.
You have proved the right of arbitration. It is well we shall both benefit. Then listen. Why not unite your forces? There is a land above you that has room for all. That seems impossible. I would have to see it to believe it. Under Jack's directions, operations begin. Huge towers are constructed to work from. It's true! A beautiful new world! At last. Oh, Jack. It seems too good to be true. I thought we were done for, but We've still got things to do. Say, that's something I didn't figure on. Deep breathing raises them from the ground. And only when they exhale do they come down to earth again. I don't know if that's the giants or the pygmies they're talking about, but apparently one of those type of peoples. So they basically inhale, they lift up like balloons, but then if they exhale, they come back down to the ground.
That's a cool skill to have.
Mm-hmm. Both pygmies and giants are enraged at the unexpected effect of the new climate. Oh, so it's not because of them. It's because of the climate they're now in.
I see.
We've been tricked again. This world is not for us. Let us unite and punish them. That means scram, Diana. Quick, Diana. Into the heavy brush. Looks like that particular page got torn. See that on the lower right there, Paco?
Yeah, it looks like the corner of it's gone.
Yeah. I guess sometimes happens with older comics like that.
Yep. Not to be expected.
Keep in the brush and follow me. Jack, what do you suppose they will do? We've escaped them for a while. In Rankin, I'll put through an emergency call to the police. Oh, I hope we can make it. I mean, well, look at how she's dressed. She's not exactly dressed for like trekking across like a desert or across a wooded area.
I don't know. Maybe that's Royal Spring Line action wear for the princess on the go. I'm kidding. No, she does look pretty formal, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. Jack, they're all wondering about your queer clothing. Okay. Okay. Little word education here, people. Just
you said queer.
Yeah, I know, but hold on. Back then, of course, it had a different meaning than it does today.
Absolutely, it did.
We know that today it usually means having something to do with, like, you know, the LGBTQ community, okay, or being. But back then, queer meant like different or weird.
Mm-hmm. Had no other inference than off or strange. That's what it meant.
Right.
Just
right. Never mind that now. Did anybody say anything about that, Batgoat? Doesn't look like it, right?
No, Leto cracked a funny.
Okay. Look, Jim. Where's the mask? Look, Jim. Where's the masquerade ball? I hadn't heard about it. I don't know. I thought I knew everything that was going on in Rankin.
Rankin Bass?
I don't. This is long before Rankin Bass.
I know. I'm playing.
There. That's that. But what's the laughing about? Gee, that's clever. How do they do it? Search me. Jack, they're swarming all over the town. Gosh. This odd assortment of men in Rankin is no joke to Jack and Diana. They know that death and destruction is sure to follow. Continued next issue. I guess Rankin must have been a nearby town from where the pygmies and the giants were based. So, how did you like that story, Batgoat?
That was all right. I'm not paying too much attention. I'm trying to get my phone to upload these pictures to my OneDrive, and it's being a wimp.
Being difficult?
Yes. So I'm kind of watching. I'm trying to pay attention as best I can, but
That's when they play hide and seek from Woody. Laugh out loud. That pec muscles and sad. Laugh out loud. Like looking at Ric Flair. Now laugh out loud. Whoa. That's a nice noose. Weird. Sounds very cool. Concept for a way to fly. Lulz. She knows it's Biggie. What kind of pictures? All right. So with that, let's continue on then.
I got a picture of Esley that Maddie sent me from last month. Cute picture. And then I took two from when I was golfing today that I just wanted to show you. One says it's uploading. Yeah. All right. I'll keep an eye on it. So maybe at the end of the show.
All right. There's a sport facts. Boots clipping.
Clipping, huh?
The girl softball pitcher who pitches for the Chicago B8.
Wow, that looked like a dude until you scrolled down.
Yeah. Patsy Coleman, catcher of Village baseball team. Oh, maybe Tom Hill.
80 years ago, and those softball players, they were fantastic athletes, right?
20 Crimes.
Dick. Yeah, let him. Yeah, for sure.
Clubhouse Annie. Sketches from Literature, Gulliver's Travels. A little bit more of a text story there. Murder Prince by Frank Frollo. That's a text story. Again, from the same guy who we just, basically who just wrote the Jack Strand story as well. Joe Dokes. Aunt Tuffy. Detective Schultz. Dick. Union, Wilbur. We're just, as I said, we're just trying to get to our the next story, the last story from this book that we'll be reading, which is The Mad One, which is actually kind of an interesting one. It's actually about a gold miner who thinks he's too. Here we go. Here it is, by George Nagel, and then art was being done by Frank Frollo. The same guy did the art and the art and the writing of Jack Strand. So it should be somewhat familiar. And I'll be right back. I'm just gonna turn on my. Well, I guess I don't. As long as I turn my chair, I guess I can just turn on my lights down.
I have to go get a new phone.
What, your phone died?
It's just old. I wanted to keep it because it's so old, and it's like the only phone that I know of that has a removable back and a battery in it right now. That's considered a smartphone, you know. Like there's you still have the dumb old split phone.
Yeah, so we saw that. Oh, let's see. Dick. Let's see. So I asked my wife why she married me. This is from Toys. She said, because you bring home 6 figs a month. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. She like, I didn't know you were talking about toys. Laugh out loud. Ha ha ha. Okay. Good one, toys. Yeah, kind of went over my head, I think. But anyways, so
else?
The Mad One by George Nate. Oh, go ahead.
Who else loves Airheads? It's so good. So good.
I'm getting a great kick out of our vacation, Pete. Aren't you? Sure am, Jim. Glad we came to South America too. It's different.
And the laws are lax here too.
Woo! I look at that sight. Gosh, those old ruins make a swell picture. Might as well look around these ruins while we're here. Sure, Jim. They look interesting. This room is well preserved. Yep, it's almost intact. I thought I heard a noise. So did I. Look out, Jim. Well, I'll be. Solid as Gibraltar. I wonder if it fell by itself, or is there somebody else here besides us? Careful, Pete. That door's moving. So I see. Wonder what's coming next. Holy smokes, wild animals. Yeah, and he doesn't look playful either. And that looks like some kind of wild cat right there.
Yeah.
About ready to pounce on him. And lo and behold, look at that. He does pounce on him. Did I call it or what?
Yes, sir.
Let him have it, Jim.
Pew pew.
Wow. Here comes another one.
Pew pew. Looks like a furry.
Huh?
Leto made it funny.
Looks like a furry? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I don't think they had quite been invented at that point.
I don't think that fetish was really well known back in those days. Woo! That was close. Are you all right? Sure, just a few scratches. Now, I'm sure there's someone else here. This is just a vicious trap. I guess you're right, Jim. But why would anyone want us killed? We're about to find out. Simply because there's gold here and nobody will live to take it away. Who are you? I am Bomar, the great scientist. I have discovered these ruins and there's much gold here.
Anyone that calls himself a great anything is a jerk.
He's got an egotistical problem there.
A little bit.
But we're not after your gold. We're just touring the country. Let us out of here. Huh. Not so fast, my friends. You see, I have not found the gold myself yet. Then what are you worried about? Well, Batgoat, what do you think he might be worried about? If he hasn't found the gold yet, what do you think he might be worrying about?
That they're going to get it before him?
Probably. I would say that's a good chance.
Yeah. Action. I toys. I shook my head and I gave you the point on that one. It was really bad, but you made the effort, and it's a high level geek joke. So total respect for that.
Man was going down on a Vulcan as he was about to begin. He was very troubled. Oh boy. Batgoat, you are fired for not getting the Trek ref.
I got it. That's high geek dad joke territory. So much respect.
Yeah. If I let you go, you will tell others, and they will come to search for my gold. Don't be a ninny. Come on, let us out of here. Yeah, you can't keep us here forever.
Don't be a ninny. It'd be like modern day, like some dude captures two people, puts them in a cell, and like one guy says, "Hey, come on, don't be a fig," but the much worse word.
Or don't be a 5-letter word. Well, okay.
Starts with P and ends with Y.
Yeah. Albeit
right?
There is a word that rhymes with it that probably is a little bit cleaner. Wussy. Don't be a wussy.
Yeah. True. But yeah, I think back then, I mean, he was like, just because that was an insult. He was flat out insulting the dude. Come on, let us out. You're a girl.
I do not intend to keep you here forever. In exactly 1 hour, a time bomb will blow you to bits. Adios.
That's not what we had in mind, dude.
Say, that guy means business. We got to get out of here. Let's crawl through the trap door. Keep your gun ready, Pete, in case there are more wild animals at the other end. I'm ready for him, Jim. Let's see. Empty, I guess. Those were the only two. Good. We can get out through that gate there.
Pansy. There's a good one, Woody.
Yeah.
You could say that cleanly.
Yep. Now, to find that crazy loon, we can't leave him running around loose. A padded cell is where he belongs.
That's right.
Hey, you! Come over here. Go away. Go away. Help! I'm falling! Save me! He backs off a cliff.
Oops. Did he back right off a cliff? Nice.
Well, look at how far he looked like he may have fallen. Poor devil. All right. Poor devil. So scared he fell down himself. Oh wait, no. All right. Poor devil. So scared he fell down himself. Jim, what's that shining in the midst of the ruin? Wow! That bomb uncovered the hidden gold. The loon told the truth and didn't know it.
That's convenient.
Yeah, he actually finds the gold after he passes.
After he falls off a cliff like a dummy.
Yeah, he was so worried about other people getting to it first that he didn't even wait to make sure he got it himself before he started pulling some of that garbage. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a swell vacation after all.
Want to see something swell? Sure. Throw a sponge in a pot of water. That's my dad joke from 1937.
Yeah, I know, but you're kind of going choppy there for some reason.
I did that on purpose. I was speaking like a kid trying to be funny.
Oh.
Or like someone who's the people who joke about when you see like in a movie, one of the actors, they turn on the camera and all of a sudden they're nervous and they start to talk like this because they're saying lines. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically the page count for the 4 story, Jack Strand was 7 pages. That one that we just read were 5, and then the other 2 we're going to read are 5. So we got like 22 pages we're going through tonight. So now that was Funny Picture Stories, Volume 2, Number 5. So now let's go to Pages, Volume 2, Number 5.
I am a happy robo goat.
You are a happy robo goat.
That's what Leto called me. I was thinking of Dr. Duvenschmertz on Phineas and Ferb when they were thinking back. He went on a date with their mom, with Lindana, when when they were in high school, and he kept, because it was the 80s and they were making fun of 80s and the parachute pants, and he kept talking like this, and he would say, "I am a happy robot. It's my thing. I like doing that."
Yeah. Okay, so here's Funny Pages, Volume 2, Number 5. On sale date, went on sale in December of 37. Of course, the cover date was January of 1938. Funny Pages, fun for the entire family, and look at that right there.
Just like ping pong. Woohoo!
Yeah.
And no toys, no.
Oh, get off the earth! Get off the earth! As 38 there is chasing off 37. Oh, so here's a little different Batgoat. Instead of the baby and the old person, you got the monkey coming in as the new year, and the elephant going out as the old.
Do you think those were from the Chinese New Year's? I know they have monkey. Do the Chinese have an elephant in one of their years?
I don't think their elephant is part of the zodiac.
I don't think it's not their zodiac. It's their animal. Like they cycle through animals every 18 years. Like I was born in a monkey year. Is it the zodiac for them? But it's more than 12.
Yeah, it's called the zodiac.
Okay. But yeah, they're all small animals, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's like dog.
I'm monkey. I know there's rat.
I think there's even
snake.
Snake, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There's your pew-pews again.
Yeah, pew-pews. Those are the lighters, aren't they? I love the lighters. Blank cartridge pistol. I want that one.
Just a minute. And here's the table of contents. So for this one, Harry A. Chesler was the editor, but George Nagel was the managing editor. Jordan Nagel was the guy who wrote that last story we just read.
Okay.
Laugh and giggle.
Huh.
Houdini. What kind of... Put some of this stuff here a little bit. He says Gabby Hartnett, who was a catcher back there in the 30s, or in a few National League teams. I know he played for the Reds and the Cubs for a while there. Really a fact. Links. The monkeys that come to
Yeah, that's right.
non-nibble. Okay, we skipped that one.
Mm-hmm.
Aram's Days. Let's see.
Since you guys didn't say anything about liking Airheads, I'm going to keep eating them.
Whistler Whipple. Millionaire play. The Case of the Millionaire Playboy. So into the Case of the Millionaire Crusaders. Death on the Bottom. That story there. His Highness. Here we go. A continuation of this story right here.
Eating bombs. Oh, Airheads.
Ready for this one, Batgoat? I know you like this story from last week. Or last time you read it.
Yeah. Do her up.
After Chancellor von Strumen places Eric under arrest, he finds that the revolutionists are about to strike. He then begs Eric for his aid. So he has him arrested, and then when he gets in trouble, oh, come out, please help me, please help me, please help me, please help me.
That's right. Okay, now I remember. This was the dude, his regent, like the guy who was taking care of him, was trying to set him up, and then everyone turned on him. They didn't like him, right? Yeah,
I guess. Our one hope is to get the army back before the mob takes the arsenal. Sound a call from the tower bell. I'll go to meet the mob. The tower bell peals out a frantic call to the army to return. Ring, ring, bong, 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 bong. Oh, my head. I can't keep it from ringing. No, it's the tower bell calling the army to the palace. Oh, back in his own cell. Back in his own cellar, Chris Lopez regains consciousness. Okay. So read that. And Eric Haggart changes back to the dress of a beggar and goes alone to face the angry mob. Wait! Where is our leader? And we come to the gates and find that Lopez has deserted us. Should we follow a leader who deserts us in a crisis? The man is right. Lopez is a coward. The mob mistakes Eric for one of them and listens to his plea. Under the spell of Eric's logic, the crowd retreats. Chris Lopez speaks only idle words. Let us go back. But through the streets runs Lopez, hurrying towards the palace. a curse on that one who struck me. I hope I am not too late. Come on, you of Caspiana. Why do you retreat? Look, it's Chris Lopez. Who is that man? Then who is sending us away? He is an enemy to the cause. He attacked me. He is standing in the way of our rights. Then let us kill him. Down with the king.
See, Woody just pieced out.
I guess he's a bit tired.
Yeah.
Yes, down with the king. The moment has come. We'll rush the palace. Some of you take over the arsenal. Eric is forced to flee for his life. Show us the king.
Oh, no, you're supposed to say,
What?
show us your... No, I'm thinking of spring break. Go ahead.
Down with all government. Oh, don't kill me, please. Help, Captain Haggart.
Help me, help me.
Take that, you pig. The army has heard the pealing of the tower bell and rushes to the palace. Quick! They have taken the arsenal. Some of you follow me. We must save the king. The army surrounds the arsenal. Eric leads the attack inside the palace. And then goes to the king. Come, your highness. The revolution has been broken.
Very true, Leto.
What did Leto just say?
He added I made a joke earlier, and then he added to it.
Look, Captain Eric. They have killed Chancellor von Strumen. Come, your highness. Don't think about it. You must go to face your people. You must be very brave, your highness. I am going to speak to them. I will, Captain Eric. Men and women of Caspiana, here is your king. We want Chris Lopez. Down with King Louis. Does he look harmful? Look, he doesn't, does he? He's only a child. Chancellor von Strumen has caused you most of your hardship. From now on, all will be peaceful in the kingdom, for the Chancellor is dead. Long live the king! Let us give him a chance! Time passes, Caspiana is once more peaceful and her people happy. Eric is made Chancellor in von Strumen's place. All this I solemnly promise. And what of Chris Lopez? Was he executed? No, because of his leadership ability, Chris was made captain of the guard in Eric's place. In the next issue, there will be a new and exciting adventure of Lewis, the Boy King. So, here is Captain Chris Lopez. Captain, Chancellor Eric. He's fine, almost as good a captain as you were. Thank you, Your Highness. That's all for that. So now let's get to our buddy Abdallah. Let's see. 50. So we're barely getting to an hour here, and I'm almost done with the 4 stories.
You're rocking them.
Yeah. There we go. There's Abdallah. Followed by Craig Fox. Booba, brother of Akbar, plotted to revenge his brother's death. I shall have Abdallah's head. As Abdallah strolls in the marketplace, one of Booba's men, is disguised as a beggar, hands him a message.
Bobby, come here. I've got to talk to you.
I must return to my kingdom at once. My father is gravely ill. May God be with you, Abdallah.
It's not a flip phone.
Unaware that the note was falsely written by Booba, Abdallah starts for his homeland as threatening clouds gather overhead. Booba and his men watched Abdallah's departure, then followed intent on evil purpose. That note fetched him. Now Abdallah will pay with his life. A blast of thunder overheard rumbled back and forth through the corridors of the sky. Abdallah paid no heed, his only thought being to reach his father. With a deafening roar, the heavens opened wide and spouted volumes of rain. Volumes of rain volumes of rain to the earth below. Spouted volumes of rain.
I guess that's a lot, right?
Lightning struck with startling swiftness. Crash! I mean, look at how they put that. With a deafening roar, the heavens opened wide and spouted volumes of rain to the earth below. That's quite a way of saying something, huh, there, Batgoat?
Pretty descriptive. Gives you the idea that it's a violent storm. For sure.
The deafening sounds of the raging storm brought terror to the heart of the faithful white charger. Blinded by repeated flashes of lightning before him, the horse stumbled and fell, hurling his master over the cliff to the sea below. Look at that.
Down he goes. Gave him the old Christopher Reeve.
Yeah. I don't think that's too funny there, Batgoat.
Whatever.
Sad. Abdallah struggled to the surface of the water, only to be met by a gigantic sea serpent. As a ferocious creature charged, Abdallah drew his sword. Booba finds Abdallah's helmet, which floated to shore during his battle with the sea monster, and believes he had drowned. Ha! The sea, and the serpent have saved us the trouble. Abdallah is dead. Now the beautiful princess shall be mine. Concerned with the welfare of her loved one, Alu consults with the wise old man. Your beloved is in great danger. Babu and his men plot to kill him. Hurriedly, Alu sends a note by a carrier pigeon to warn Abdallah of his danger. The unearthly sea monster had coiled itself around the helpless warrior. Fighting desperately, Abdallah freed himself from the monster swimming under water. He thrust his sword to the vital parts of the creature time and again. The sea beast conquered at last. Abdallah swims ashore, almost exhausted from the battle. The raging storm had subsided when he reached the steep embankment. The pigeon faithfully delivered the message. Abdallah learned that his father's illness was a hoax, a wicked plot planned by Buba. Fearing for the safety of the princess, Abdallah headed back to the palace on his faithful
Charger.
Faithful Charger.
Hellcat Charger. Fastest production car out right now.
Yeah.
He knows how to roll.
And for those who may not know, Charger in this case means horse. How oftentimes you hear about how cars measure their power in horsepower. Like the Dodge Charger.
Mm-hmm. That one has a lot of horsepower. A lot of Hirschpurs, as they say on Donut Media.
Yeah. He arrived in time to see the fiendish Buba climb a rope ladder leading to Alu's room in the tower. Abdallah dismounted and rushed to the ladder, only to be set upon by one of Buba's men. Fighting furiously, he disposed of the bandit quickly, then climbed up the ladder to rescue his loved one. Buba had reached Alu's chambers. Make no outcry, my fair one. You must come with me. Buba thought he beheld a ghost as Abdallah entered. Oh, Abdallah, you have come at last. Your brother was a notorious bandit. He kidnapped the princess for gold. It was his life or mine. You killed my brother. You shall pay with your life.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That had to be done.
Oh boy. I sent him an invite and he ends up going live.
Who's that? Tug?
Tug. Apparently, we're frozen on YouTube. Now we're unfrozen, apparently.
Yeah, it looks
There we
okay.
go. I just had to refresh YouTube a bit there, but anyways, yeah, I just went over to YouTube because I saw, and apparently Tug just went live. A lunge and a thrust, and both men battled for their lives. At last, Abdallah's sword found its target in Booba's heart. So even though they got the divider right there, it's almost like it's supposed to be more like one panel, but somehow they still end up see that right there.
Yeah.
Kind of an interesting way of doing it.
I've seen that before in comics. I don't think it's too startling to do that, to like carry something over from one frame to the other, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Toppling from the window in the tower, Booba fell to the courtyard below, dead.
Deed?
Oh. Dead. D-E-A-D. Oh, best beloved, you are a buffalo in courage and a lion in daring. I love you. That's an interesting quote right there. Oh, best beloved, you are a buffalo in courage and a lion in daring. I love you.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So let's see now. So we're just past the hour mark here, and I've already got through all 4 of the stories. Huh. Well, maybe I guess. So now what? I wonder. Yeah. So this is basically how comics looked back then. Smart Alec. I guess I could go back through and.
Leto had said something earlier. You haven't caught up on the chats, but Leto was noticing the color.
Let's see. Back up then. Yeah, but since I messed up my leg, I was thinking of selling the. Okay, so that was something. Man, I'm noticing the color palette for the comics of the time is red and green. Yeah, I know people commented on that when we've looked back on it.
I noticed that a long time ago. We talked about the red, yellow, and then May noticed it a while back.
Yeah, red and yellow, red and green. Yeah.
It really pops.
Mm-hmm. A la snack bar. See, Batgoat's been sexting the whole stream. That's why he's looking down at the flip phone.
I've got 2 out of 3 pictures. I'm almost there, you guys.
I see Tug is streaming. Yeah, I saw that too. Leto, I just saw that. Batgoat didn't deny the sexting. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. He didn't. I'm MGTOW, yo. Let's see. You forgot the M for monk, Batgoat.
I don't know what that means.
Off, Batgoat. Laugh out loud. Oof.
Oh, when I said the hardest thing.
Yeah. She's flat. Guess the girl. Who cares is the flat. Who cares if she's flat, as long as the rear end is huge and round.
The AAT, baby. We know what that means. That's Fragaboom saying AAT. I won't say it, Mike, for your benefit, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get it. It's kind of like what Sir Mix-a-Lot wanted, saying back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. I'm a bit of a hypocrite, as Mrs. Toys is JJJ size.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really going to say anything about it either. Just, I think I have an idea what he's saying, but probably best not to say anything more than that. They are just throwing words together and hoping it sounds good. Actually, no. I mean, as compared to the writing today, it was, they were like trying to be more dramatic back then.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, if Leto, he's probably halfway joking with that too, but yeah, I mean, you didn't have CGI like the cartoonish joke of CGI in Black Widow, from what I've heard. So like what you're saying, it's words. They needed, like describing the storm when you were talking about. They really had to they have to go deep and use,
very descriptive language.
Exactly, descriptive. That's exactly it.
Mm-hmm. Those colors are probably cheaper to get a hold of. I don't know. Well, a lot of things were cheaper back then. That feeling when you turn the radio to classic rock expecting Led Zeppelin and Weezer comes on. Yeah, didn't you mention that the other day as well there, Toys? I think you've said that before. Made that reference before. So let's see now. So we're at an hour and 12 minutes. So we got a little bit of time.
Excuse me.
Maybe I should go, just kind of flash through, look for some of the more humor stuff, since we already got through the action stuff here, the main stories. I can go through, and of course there will be one we'll skip, but we just see randomly what we got here. Just a minute. Looking backward and forward. Now, this is a little bit more texty. Wait.
I've got all my pictures set up now.
Ringing bells, tooting whistles, and here. Okay, so you want to just go to that then?
No. We'll do that later. We'll do that. It's just that I'm finally done. I'm finally done struggling with this, and I'm not sexting. I'm trying to get these to upload off to my OneDrive, and it got done. So we're good to go.
All right. So then I'll continue then. And here we are starting on another year again. All around us, we hear people saying, "My, didn't last year pass awfully fast? Awfully fast." Well, friends, the speed of passing years means little. The important question to ask ourselves is, have we made good use of them? Every year, we should be able to chalk up on our personal scoreboard that we've advanced mentally, morally, and physically. A year passed without self-improvement is a year wasted.
Like past gas.
Yeah. Sometimes you are taught in school things which you consider very silly and altogether useless. Well, folks, we think that very few things are silly and useless. Here's the story of a smart boy who remembered how to find the North Star. A party of vacationing landlubbers hired a small motorboat and went out to fish. A boy was in the party when they were far out from land. The motor broke down. By the time it was fixed, night had fallen. They couldn't see a thing, and they had no compass. One man got a bright idea. Got the bright idea of following the North Star. Great! But where was the North Star? Why, they all agreed that it was the brightest star in the heavens. And alternatively pointed to Arcturus and Vega.
This article, all caps, yells more than a butthurt SJW on Twitter.
Yeah, you're right. The smart boy remembered that the handle of the Big Dipper, well, it could be emphasis too. It could be like maybe they want to emphasize these particular words for some. Points directly to the North Star after pointing it out to his older companions. They agreed to follow the boy's advice. Needless to say, they reached port safely. You would think that everybody on board would be awfully nervous at a time like that, but they weren't. The smart boy had a few copies of Funny Pages, Funny Picture Stories, Star Comics, and Star Ranger along with him. Those four titles right there are basically the titles of Ultem Publications at this point in time.
Yeah, they're shilling. They're self-promoting, yeah.
And handed them out to the older folks. Reading by lamplight, they became so absorbed in the exciting stories and laughed so heartedly at the hilarious gags that they didn't have time to worry about their predicament. Happy New Year!
Funny Pages saved lives. Boom. Confirmed. Factual. Way to go, Funny Pages. Saved Smart Boy and all his companions.
Funny Pages is the book we're looking at right now.
Yeah. That's why I'm laughing about it. Like it's self-shilling. It's pulling a much more older and refined Nick Rekieta, if you will.
Yeah. Laugh and giggle.
I'll be right back, Mike.
All right. Boys, let's give them love's old sweet song. Who said there's a man in the moon? So, if you're going to stay chained to my house until I promise to marry you. So you're going to stay chained. So you're going to stay chained to my house until I promise to marry you. And Batgoat, I know you're a little bit away, so you're not probably seeing this particular frame right here, but the guy is chained to our house, which happens to be a motorhome. Let's see. Going on to the next one. Joe, women are women are peculiar. Ma fell into the well last Tuesday and ain't made one effort to get out.
Oh, well, I think that that's a dark joke right there. She's dead.
Oh, the last one there? Yeah, but the one
Yeah.
I was just also talking about was, you see the guy chained to the
Yeah, yeah.
motorhome
Yeah,
there?
I see that. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, so I'll read this one more time since you're back now. So you're going to stay chained to my house until I promise to marry you. And apparently he chained himself to her house by his neck. That's a real bright idea.
Not real smart.
Oh,
She takes off though.
great Boudini. Who tied the knot? And Boudini will walk across the Niagara Falls on a tightrope with me on his back. Now watch us go to town with this trick. We've got a big mob today, so let's go. Step on it. This is a 5-mile hike. Steady, old boy. Hey, Boudini. I'll walk on my hands to rest my feet. Only 2 miles to go. Last one, there is a punk. Hooray! They made it! Hey, sure they did. Next day.
Last one there is a punk.
Wow. Why, Boudini? What's happened to you? Oh, I tripped over my own foot.
After all that.
Yeah, after all that. We're at an hour 23 now. Ace. Baseball season of 1937 has passed on, but the feats of this catcher are so amazing that they deserve a reviewing. So meet Gabby Hartnett, who played his 16th season as a club catcher. His lifetime batting average of .296 and extra base power makes him one of the greatest backstops in baseball today, as of 1937. Obviously, there have been a few come along who've been just as good, if not better, since. But
who's that dude on the? You guys are sports guys, or someone. The dude on the Angels, the pitcher, is like he's a pitcher, but he can hit. He went to the All-Stars.
Ohtani?
Yeah.
Ohtani, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, you don't really see that much. Well, you don't see that a whole lot in baseball, but
yeah,
nowadays, you kind of a guy who pitches, who will pitch every fifth day and actually play the field. I mean, I know Babe Ruth did it for a while.
Babe Ruth, sure, but I mean, yeah, how long ago is that? Probably like at the time of when we're reading these comics, or even before then.
Well, yeah, Babe Ruth was before
1920s, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were telling me
he's been behind the plate for 1,481 games as of that point. 377 batting average last August. He has been with the Chicago Nationals since 1920.
Chicago Nationals. Wow.
Okay, now let me explain that a little bit. Sometimes back in those days, instead of calling the team by their team name, like the Cubs, they would reference them as whatever league they. So in this case, what they're talking about is when they say Chicago Nationals, they're meaning the Chicago
of the
National League Club, because basically back then, almost because all the teams were east of the Mississippi River, you had a number of teams you had a number of cities that were represented by two teams. One in the American, one in Chicago was one, St. Louis. Sometimes it was states like you'd have Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Reds of the National League, and Cleveland Indians of the American League. You'd have
So they would just say
had
Nationals to just
in and around New York. You had three teams in and around New York at the time: the Yankees, the Giants, and the Dodgers. Dodgers playing out of Brooklyn. So, actually at that point you had two Boston teams because you had the Boston Braves, who are now, of course, the Atlanta Braves, and the Boston Red Sox. So last season was the 12th that he has caught 100 or more games. As of 1937, so the Aces article there, it's really a fact. Missing links. Nibble. I will skip that one, of course. Officer Clancy, Whistler Whipple.
Officer Clancy Wiggins from South Park. No, Clancy Wiggins from
Simpsons.
Officer Bar Brady from South Park.
How much is lard today? 12 cents a pound. 12 cents? Why, I can go down to Jones and he only charges 10 cents. Well, why don't you go there then? Oh, he's all out of lard today. Listen, when I'm all out of lard, I only charge 8 cents.
That's good. That's funny.
He's the millionaire playboy. Honestly, I'm feeling a little run down. So I think, let's see, because I know we're coming up on an hour and a half already, and normally I do try to stretch it to 2, but we've been
that's
going
cool.
like hours quite a bit the last few nights. So
yeah, and you cranked through the stories tonight really good, so that's cool.
Yeah, so if you don't mind sticking around afterwards, Batgoat,
not a problem. I can show my pictures before you do. Are you done flipping through here?
Well, I'm done with the main part. I mean, obviously, we still got
Nietzsche.
We still got this day in Nietzsche history, obviously.
Yes, sir. Nietzsche for sure.
But
okay, let me.
How do you want to do it? Do you want to have me do Nietzsche history first, or do you want to show your pictures first?
Let's do the pictures real quick. So,
all right.
Hang on. What did I do wrong here? I'm sorry. What am I doing wrong here?
Did you open up a window for your pictures to be on?
Mm-hmm. And I can't see it.
Well, you should be able to share them.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. But it's not really coming through, it looks like.
Okay. Why is that? What? They're not in a folder. They're on Google Photos, which is its own like website. It uploads from OneDrive. Why is it not showing? Okay, let me stop sharing that. Let's try it again. Okay, share. Not a video file.
Okay, Batgoat, thank you for teaching me the word plethora. It means a lot. Okay, I'm back. Well, what I missed?
Okay. All right. Okay. Now I think we're in
All right.
business.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we have here now. Okay, come on. Here we go.
Everyone see that? This was me throwing my discs today. So these are my mid-range discs, not the drivers. The drivers go further, but you'll see that ahead of me. That's a soccer goal. So I stand at the one end of the field, like right next to the pole, and I just throw straight out for the other one. Now I can't make it all the way to the other end. That's 300 feet, but I can do 150, get to the middle of the field. And all four of these, look at that grouping. When I walked up on it, I went, whoa, I'm improving. That's amazing. So I was very happy with that. And so go ahead and you share that one now? Yeah. So do you shoot them with a gun in the air? No, they're not clay pigeons. So now this angle is from where I stopped to pick them up. So you can see where I threw them from on the left side of that goal. We can't zoom in, but my disc bag is back there. So I was throwing them back at that. And I took pictures because, again, I was very impressed with my grouping and how far I was getting it. So let's switch to that little dude. That's Esley from last month. You can see my daughter, she put him in a tub of, that looks like Cookie Crisp cereal.
Oh, boy.
And they poured milk in there. Yeah. So look how big he is. Look at all that hair.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how old is he?
He'll be a year in October. October 17th will be 1 year for him. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We already know what we're going to get him for his 1 year. It's going to one of those little battery-powered ride-in cars. There's quite a few of them that are really good, and they have remote control. So we can set them in there, or they can set them in there, and then they can drive it with the remote control, and he can get the feel of it.
So he's an October baby?
Yeah.
What's the day?
17th.
So mine's October 7th. My birthday.
Oh, okay.
10 days apart. Well, 10 days apart, but something like 40, well, I guess 45 years apart.
Many years, yes. Yeah, he is getting big. He was so little. He was so little for the first couple of months, and then, my daughter's a little teeny thing, so I think her breast milk was probably like skim milk at first, and then just all of a sudden I came over one day. It'd been 2 weeks, and I'm like, "Whoa, what happened?" He had like little pudgy stuff, and arms are starting to get fat. Like, oh, he's gaining his baby fat.
All right. Well, anyways, I think it's a good time to start winding down here. I thank everybody for being here tonight. We're gonna go ahead and get into this day in niche, and then if Batgoat wants to wrap up with the lulls, we'll do that, and then we'll be out. 2003, 2001, 2011. All right. So without no for today being Friday, July the 9th, 2021. Let's take a look back at this day in each history. And let me see now. 2003, 2001, and 2011. Okay. All right. So first off, we head back 20 years ago today, as on this date, 20 years ago today in 2001, from the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, WWF hosted its Raw event there.
Night, Toys.
A few weeks ahead of the Invasion pay-per-view. In the main event on this night saw a team comprised of former ECW wrestlers, the Dudley Boys, Just Incredible, Lance Storm, Mike Awesome, Raven, Rhino, RVD, Taz, and Tommy Dreamer. A team comprised of WCW guys, Chris Kanyon, Chuck Palumbo, Mark Jindrak, Sean O'Hare, Sean Stasiak, and WWF, Billy Gunn, the APA, Hardcore Holly, and Big Show, and basically a 20-man tag team match that ended in a no contest in the main event. Also on the night, you saw X-Pac retain the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship over Scotty 2 Hottie. You saw Booker T retain the WCW World Heavyweight Championship over Kurt Angle. You saw Albert retain the WWF Intercontinental title over Rhino. Saw the APA defeat the Dudley Boys for the WWF World Tag Team Championship. And, of course, the night started off with DDP and Undertaker going after each other. A street fight that ended in a no contest. So that happened 20 years ago today, as that was the Raw from 20 years ago on this date. So, anyways, so as we now move on to the next piece of niche history.
Peace out, Toys.
Yeah. I guess Toys is heading out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're all kind of tired. But we basically just went beyond 2 hours the last few nights. So
I should be tired, but I'm a little pumped up because I was out throwing my disc. So, like, sometimes kind of the opposite.
You got the blood flowing there, Batgoat, with that. So, anyways, so here's our next. So on this date in 2003, which was 18 years ago today, the 80th issue of Blade of the Immortal from Dark Horse Comics imprint Dark Horse Manga went on sale on this date 18 years ago for $2.99. 32 pages. So on this date 18 years ago, the 80th issue of Blade of the Immortal from Dark Horse Comics on their Dark Horse Manga imprint went on sale. So let's see. We can go to Tugstream, Batgoat, laugh out loud. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so there we go there. And last but not least, last piece of niche history for tonight. On this date, 10 years ago today, following animes premiered. AIC Plus is The Everyday Tales of a Cat God, and AIC's R15 both premiered on this date in 2011. So R15 and The Everyday Tales of a Cat God went on sale on this date in 2011. So with all that being said, guys, I thank everybody for being here. I'm sorry I don't seem to have the energy as much tonight as usual.
All right.
But I do appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate all the likes and shares. I thank you guys, and I will see you back here on Monday. Batgoat, if you'll stick around for a couple minutes. I know
Not a problem.
I know you'll probably want to get over to Tug Stream, so I won't try to keep you too long. But
Okay, no
anyway,
problem.
guys, thank you again. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.